What is going on, everybody? Chris here with the latest FSD update 14.1.1. It's only been 4 days and we got an update. I got a lot I want to rattle off really quick here. I want to do it before I start the drive so I don't forget anything and fumble on my words as this car is impressing us. So we're going through this triple roundabout right here, which version 13 could actually do really well. Previous versions totally fumbled, and there's a good amount of traffic in this roundabout right now. It's a Sunday morning, so that'll be exciting because there's gonna be a lot of cars to contend with here. We're gonna go through this mall, which we've done a few times in the past, and I'm pretty sure even version 13 would go in this back alley the wrong way. It would go the wrong way in a one-way, and so we're gonna test that as well. But I wanted to point out that I had to force it back there. In older versions, even version 13, if I was to navigate to one of these stores, JCPenney, whatever, Dick's Sporting Goods, whatever's over here, it would route me behind all these buildings. I don't know why, it always took me back there. Now I had to force it to go back there. It doesn't do that anymore. So that is an improvement we are seeing with version 14.1.1 or version 14 in general, with its ability to park you at its destination. So I wanted to point all of that out because previous versions would really mess this up, and now it looks like it's fixed, although I still want to force it back there. So I gotta tell you guys, I'm wildly impressed with what I've been seeing. Ooh, this is a right turn only, and it is gonna do it correctly. Okay, crazy. I've been insanely impressed with what I've been seeing out of FSD 14. The reaction times are, oh, look at this little braking here. So right off the bat, we're getting unnecessary braking, and the car's a little scared to proceed here. I've been insanely impressed with reaction times. That's like kind of my number one thing, is squirrels are popping out in front of me on the dirt road. And like, as I see the squirrel coming out from the side, the car's already slowing down for it. Deer, I saw a deer the other day, and it was the one drive I've taken so far since getting this update where I didn't bring my camera with me. I was so mad. It wasn't a close call or anything, but the deer was probably about as far as that guy is. And as soon as it came out on the road, FSD was slowing down. It wasn't like older versions where, yeah, older versions stopped for deer and these hazards and stuff, but they reacted a little late, a little slowly. They still did it, but it was like, you know, I did not know there was a Costco here. I could do some testing at this Costco. I had no idea. Wow, I don't have a Costco membership. So anyway, it's been very impressive. What we're looking for out of this update, 4 days into version 14 being out, already getting an update pushed to early access. The big thing is the brake stabbing. So if you've watched the previous videos, it's very hard to show on camera. And I didn't really realize that until I was editing one of the videos, but the car will brake off, brake off, brake off in rapid succession. I'm talking, it'll hit the brakes like 6 times in a second or something like that. And it is very uncomfortable, it's very jarring, but at the same time, the speed of the car doesn't even always change. You'll look at the speedometer, the speed is not changing, even though it's hitting the brakes pretty hard and really frequently. And so we don't want to see that. And so that first thing that we just saw where we were pulling out of that parking lot where FSD did kind of hesitate a bit and hit the brakes where it didn't need to, it felt like that would have been one of the times where we saw the brake stabbing, because I did see it on pretty much every drive. It's not like it was rare. Wow, we are really creeping out here. This car wants to go. And it's gonna go right here. Gee, I mean, there was enough room to do all that creeping. That was just a lot of creeping. I was seeing that brake stabbing on every single drive pretty much. And it was most frequently on either left or right turns, where the car would start to come out of the turn, and then it would second guess itself and just brake, 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 brake over and over again. Look at this beautiful positioning in this roundabout, holy moly. Also around pedestrians, lots of brake stabbing was happening. It was all the time. And so if it's gone or if it's reduced, we're gonna figure that out in this video today for sure. Increased attention required, keep your eyes on the road. So this is a message that, you know, I haven't been seeing that much, and I've been seeing with no consistency. You can see it popped up there for a second because we were in a roundabout, but we were just in a roundabout. We're in a roundabout now without the message, so I don't know. It hasn't affected anything. I'm always paying attention anyway as of now, but you know, the thought on the street is hopefully Tesla's kind of preparing and getting ready for that time soon where they can say, all right, you can look at your phone. Like, you got to be ready for us to tell you to help out, but you can kind of look at your phone here. So we're going into the mall. These stores are just opening. I don't know exactly how much traffic will be in here, but we're gonna drive through this mall. It has like, there's a million roundabouts here, so it's kind of fun spot to do and usually pretty busy. And then we'll go back through those busy roundabouts, and I probably will take us downtown too, just to keep testing here. So first roundabout, all of this has been perfect so far. It's felt really good besides that first initial leaving the parking lot you saw where we hit the brakes a little extra and hesitated. Other than that, it has felt very, very good. So as we head to the first destination here, I'm going to be rapidly changing these destinations. I'll probably let it park just so we can see some of that, you know, new ability. But yeah, moving through all of these, I was hoping there'd be some more people here. These shops are open now, but they like just opened within the past like hour or 30 minutes or so. So we'll take it downtown. It'll be a little busier over there. But as we're going to park here, I did want to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Sentry Pro. It is a very cool app from a small app developer to help make your Sentry mode better. So you know how like someone's walking around your car, Sentry mode will record it, but it won't alert you until they actually do something and mess with your car. Well, Sentry Pro kind of fixes that. You don't need premium connectivity. It works on older Teslas. It's a really cool app and it uses Tesla's official API. So it's all secure, your data is safe and everything. They're having a sale, 20% off their lifetime subscription. If you want to check out that link below, highly recommended because, you know, Sentry mode is awesome. It works really well and it does record a lot of things. But I think we're going to get a back in here. Yep. So this is pretty nice. Oh, wow. Perfect. But it doesn't alert you until a problem has happened. With Sentry Pro, you can customize your alerts to different sounds. So if someone's just walking around your car, it can be a certain sound. If someone messes with your car, it can be another sound. And it just helps keep your car much more safe from people like that. So there we go, zero intervention drive on the first one. Let's just, while we parked, we can just hit start self-driving and it'll continue here. So yeah, I just want to throw that out there. No premium connectivity is awesome. And I just love that it alerts you before trouble occurs. And one of the best things is the link down below. You can try it for free. You don't have to pay anything unless you want some additional features. So thank you to Sentry Pro for sponsoring this drive, and definitely check out that link down below. So we'll go over here. I don't really need the JCPenney. I had kind of changed my route so we could do more of those roundabouts there. So I may just take this out. Yeah, let's actually do that. Let's actually take out the JCPenney because, well, okay, part of why I put the JCPenney is it always sent me to the back of the building, but we can see that's not gonna happen here. So let me add in this next address. I put a pin behind the building. So look at this stopping for this pedestrian. He was behind this pillar. So I didn't see him. The car started to slow and I weaved my head over this way and that's how I saw the pedestrian. Man, that's like the best part about FSD is you can see that. I mean, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was looking ahead, but this pillar was in the way of that pedestrian. I didn't see him. So really, really nice job from FSD there. So it's going to the back of the building and this is the correct way. So it used to take us the opposite way and go the wrong way down a one-way road. And I, as the human in control, didn't even know. The only way I found out that it was a one-way is because comments on YouTube videos said, did that have a one-way sign? He gave me a wave, so handling that move well. He was doing a U-turn. He probably didn't expect me there. Who cares? I don't know. No big deal to me, but he didn't really expect me there. And then, oh, wait, let me add this back in. And FSD handled it really well. That's not what I want. Darn it. I'm going to add stop. Where is it? This one. Let's see. This is going to be pretty abrupt. It's going to take us all the way around again. Darn. Oh, is it going to do it? Let's see. So it's looking for a place to park. The reason I added this back in is I didn't realize there were no parking signs back here. And look at this. The car is like looking around. Oh my goodness. Where do I park? I was told to go right here, but I don't really see anywhere to park. What should I do? Wow, that was cool. It basically did a 360, checked out its environment looking for parking, and then decided, I don't really see anything, I'm just gonna park right here. That was wicked, that was wicked. And to add, it did not park next to those no parking signs. So, you know, could be a fluke, but still. We're gonna do another turnaround here. We're gonna turn all the way around and continue going the correct way in the one way. Wow, this software. It's very impressive. I said it in the last video, it feels like there's a brain thinking about what it's doing. I don't know if that's the right, way to put it. I don't know if it's actually thinking, it's not alive. We know that. It's not real. It's not organic, but I don't know. It's crazy, whatever it is. So we are in standard mode. I would say this feels a little fast, especially for how bumpy and kind of wavy the road is here. Not the end of the world, but just kind of pointing it out. I feel like it would be driving a little slower in standard mode, but FSD 14 has been wickedly fast. It drives really, really fast in pretty much all scenarios, which I've said, for the most part, I enjoy that, I'm gonna be honest, but there's just times where I need that control. I need that little oh, can you slow down a little bit, please? And I do not have it. Besides sloth mode, which doesn't always work. I could have tried it back there, but if the car thinks the speed limit is 45 and it's really 25, and you put it in sloth mode, the car's gonna go 40 to 45, and that's obviously not correct. So let's see if it takes this first available parking spot here. No, I'm surprised it did not park there. Oh, there's another spot right here. I wonder if it saw that. That's the other thing I've been noticing with the parking spots is it picks parking spots that I don't quite know are there. And I'm like, where are you going? And then there is magically a parking spot available. So I don't know. It is very good at figuring out and finding parking spots, especially with that 360 maneuver over there. You can see it really cares about, finding a good spot. So a nice back in there. There is no optionality as of now. Let's just continue here. There's no optionality as of now to basically say like, oh, I want you to back in, I want you to pull in, I want to be, no handicap spots, no front or back of the parking lot. The release notes do say that parking improvements are coming. So I gotta imagine, they're gonna add some of that customizability. Now, I know it's the whole like human input is wrong, blah, 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 but there's a level where like you have to have something, it's a preference, it's not a right or wrong. And you can see that here with not just our speed profiles, but with our destination. Where do you want to park? Do you want to park on the curbside, or do you want to park in a parking lot or a parking garage or at a charger or something like that? So, I may drive near a supercharger, but I don't actually want to plug in. I need to tell the car like, nah, just go to the parking lot, right? Or I may be going to an unmapped charger and say like, I want to be at the charger. Maybe it'll be able to see it and park there. So we will need customizability in terms of how and where to park at the end of the drive. It's just needed. Now, where you don't need that is robotaxi. And, but the thing is, this is not a robotaxi. This is my car. And sure, Elon says one day I can put it on the road as a robotaxi, and maybe that'll be true. But as of now, it's not a robotaxi, and maybe I don't want it to be. Maybe I want to keep this as my personal car. I don't want a bunch of randos in it. I don't want it driving all over the world while I'm doing what I'm doing. I want it to just sit there and wait for me and be ready. Whenever I'm ready, just, all right, come pick me up. So, all right, now we're gonna move back through those busy roundabouts. I may do them one or two more times, depending on how this goes, because they are, they're pretty exciting. They're pretty difficult. People mess these up all the time. I know Europeans, these are the simplest roundabouts. This is in kindergarten roundabout class, but over here in the US, the roundabouts are fairly new. They're becoming more common. And to be honest, I totally prefer them. We have just to go off on a little bit, but we have a 4-way stop they're gonna put in soon near my house, and I'm just dreading it. It is gonna be awful. It's a 55-mile-per-hour road, and they're putting a 4-way stop. Are you insane? Like, what are they thinking? There are gonna be some bad accidents there, especially when that's first done. Now, that right turn signal was too early. I think I might have confused that guy there who was waiting to enter the roundabout. I don't know. I didn't really see his face until after the turn signal came on, but so yeah, but it's handling these roundabouts so well. And older, like pre-version 13, like I have it on video, a nice new Model Y over there. Why are you driving with your hands, my dude? My goodness. Pre-version 13, these were next to impossible for FSD. It was wiggling all over, it was cutting people off, we were getting honked at. And then even version 13, it did handle them, but it was a little sluggish. It was like the decision making was a little slow. Yeah, these right turn signals are just a little too early for me, in my opinion. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about those. Wow, getting close to those cars, but like in a good way. So get out of here. Let's go right back over to JCPenney, and let's just do those a couple more times. So we'll wait for this left turn here. And you could take this if you go fast. Oh, look at this. Yes, beautiful. We don't want to sit there and wait all day. I get it. We need the safety, but if you're too safe, then it's annoying, right? So, I actually could. Oh, I unlocked the car. My bad. Let's get Flagstar Bank out of here, and let's just let it continue driving and see how it handles this. I should point out, that's another... This video's going to be too long. That's another thing I've noticed is changing... destinations on the fly is way better in this version. I know that's something we've tested a lot in the past, where I'm constantly screwing with the car and changing, rerouting it, changing the nav and doing all that stuff. Version 14 is handling that beautifully, and part of that is how quickly it can change its mind and how quickly it can make decisions. When the route changes, it's very good. Oh, okay, wow, that was good. It's very good at readjusting what it needs to do, right? On top of that, it doesn't 100%, you can tell, rely on the navigation. There are times where FSD, I should switch this so you guys don't have to see those stupid cameras. I like those cameras on the highway, but not off the highway. There are times when FSD has a certain nav information on the map, and the car just doesn't listen to it. It goes a different way slightly, or it finds a better route or something, despite what the nav is telling it to do. And I think that's a big part of how good it is now at these redirections when I change the navigation. So I would wait, yeah. So right there, right there, right there. We got a little break and then it kept going. That 100% would have been a brake stabbing event, 100%, and it didn't happen. I mean, I'm comfortable, I'm not gonna lie, I'm comfortable to say that brake stabbing it's been addressed. Let's not say it's 100% gone or fixed. Maybe we'll find it in 100 miles or something. But we would have felt it by now, especially with this roundabout. It would have been like right here, it would have been stabbing and doing all this weird stuff. So let's see if we can get through here. It needs to go straight. And this is tough because the person to our left is also gonna go straight. And they might want to take our lane, but no. Oh, we need to stay right here. Oh man, this is great. So I want to actually bring these up after I trashed them. They're right there, kind of in our blind spot, and FSD is doing beautifully here. And I think that pickup kind of gave us some room as well to allow us to do all of that. But yeah, this is really, really, really good. All right, so I just changed up the route on it. It was just gonna park here, and I just changed the route, and it immediately, oh, is it, hold on, wait, don't, let's see. No, it's gonna park here, so let's see. So it just basically didn't listen to my route changer. It's just parking. It finished its plan of parking where it was gonna park. So I wanna show you guys something pretty funny that I found as well. Let's say you get here and we parked, I mean, this is a great parking job, right on the line. Let's double check this here. So that's the front camera. We're right on the line there. Yeah, wow, just exactly on it. That's crazy. Right next to handicap spot, so a perfectly good spot. What if you don't like this spot? Well, here's something really funny that you can do. You just navigate to the same spot and start self-driving, and then it will pick another spot. So I picked JCPenney, it parked there. I don't like that spot. I don't want to drive. I don't want to manually park somewhere. And boom, I pick another spot. It nicely drives by that pedestrian, so no brake stabbing, no weird braking around that person. That was awesome. And it's backing in a lot today. I don't know why. I don't know how it makes this decision. For me, mostly before it was always pulling in, and I got a couple of back-ins. Now we're doing a lot of back-ins. This is not good. Let's see if it'll adjust. Yep. So it's gonna fix that parking job. This is rare, by the way. It very rarely needs to fix a parking job. It almost always does it in one go. Almost always. So little tiny bit over the line that time, but right on it. So now we got another spot. So you can do that. All right, I'm gonna head downtown. If the video's too long, I'm gonna cut to downtown. If it's not too long, I'll fast forward through it, but let's go. All right, well, oh man, okay. So I literally just put like the city of Brighton in, and it picked this parking lot. I don't know how, I have no idea where it's going right now. Oh, it couldn't see my eyes for a second there. And it got that easy parking lot, so that's unfortunate. But I did move it into the middle of like downtown, and it is popping right now. There's a lot of people down there. So I don't know exactly what it's gonna do here parking wise, because I picked one of the businesses that's like on Main Street, and usually you'd do like parallel parking, or you'd have to go to, you know, like the parking lots that are in the back of cities and find a parking spot there. So this, can you turn left here? I think this one you used to not be able to turn left here, and I think now you can. I don't exactly know. I probably should have paid attention to that, but I'm just gonna see what happens here. All right, it's wide open at this point. I was kind of hoping FSD would just get frustrated and turn right. I think maybe you can't turn left there. I couldn't see the sign from that position, but you'll see it in the video, of course. So here we go into the busier part of downtown now. All right, so I keep changing the destination because I can see that it's basically finding parking lots behind these buildings. And I wanna see if there's a way to get it to, yeah, okay, so here's what I'm seeing. We're gonna do a full circle on this roundabout, which is definitely gonna be weird. People do not do that here. It's legal maneuver, you can do it, but it's just not very common. So when I first added this destination, Running Lab, it had the point ending right in front of the building. After a few seconds, it updated, and now it's taking me to that parking lot. So I don't really want to go to that parking lot. I'm trying to get to, what is this? I want to click this, but I can't actually click it. I want to go to a building where it doesn't know where a parking lot is. I'm guessing that's not really going to be possible. Yeah, so it is going into the public parking. How it knows that, it's probably map data or something, but there's definitely something going on here where you put the destination in and then it like reroutes or continues routing to nearby parking. And I gotta say, if this works well, like reliably, this is a game changer for downtown outings. Because have you ever been in these kind of places? Like these busy little downtowns, especially ones you're not familiar with, I can talk. And you're like, oh, where's the parking spot? Oh, there's all these people. And you're just stressed out and it's busy and there's cars. I mean, it's just, yeah, see here it's ignoring the nav. The nav, I think the nav did say to go this way and then it changed and it continued going this way. So let's see how it gets us there. So anyway, okay, look right here. See how that's ending right at the pin? I bet that's gonna update by the time we get there to parking, but if not, let's see what happens. Wow, look at that reaction. So you can't really see to the right because of this building, and the second they popped out, FSD is slamming on the brakes. It sees that little baby carriage and it's like, no, please go ahead. And we do make that turn. That was a tough one. Someone is rolling up, but it is, slow downtown area. So not bad. All right, it did not reroute, so let's see what it decides to do here. This is what I wanted. I want to see, when you don't have you're not going straight to a parking lot, how is it going to decide what to do? Increased attention required, okay. So keep your eyes on the road, already doing that, but I will continue to do that. And then the message disappears. So I think that message is only active while you see it. I don't think it's like a perpetual thing. Okay, so we're here, we're at the destination. So now what is it going to decide to do? So both of these people are taking this parallel parking. We should go around. Beautiful. It's a double yellow. Oh my God, it's so illegal. How could you do that? Okay, and now it is going into this parking lot. Again, we have no nav. And this is private parking. Unauthorized cars will be towed at owner's expense. So it cannot park in any of these. And it's going to do it. So there we go. Our interventions are now parking related. This is definitely, an intervention. I'm just going to let it park and go home. But there you go. So that's the answer, is it'll look around for parking, but banish is not ready, because if you did banish and it parked here, you're getting a ticket.